Apple iOS 14.6 has been released and it not only brings new features but extensive security updates. Furthermore, coming off the back of iOS 14.5.1 which had severe performance issues on multiple iPhone models, the pressure is on for Apple to get this update right. So should you upgrade? Here's everything you need to know. Tip: bookmark this page because I will keep it up to date when new problems are found. I will deliver my final verdict in a week. Apple iOS 14.6 is available for all iOS 13 compatible devices. That means iPhone 6s and newer and the 7th generation iPod Touch. You should be automatically notified to upgrade, but if not, you can trigger the update manually by navigating to Settings, General, Software Update. Beta testers, if you are running a later version of iOS 14 when you read this, see the Road Ahead section at the end. You must unenroll your iPhone before iOS 14.6 will show up. Note: this guide is not focused on older iOS updates or iPadOS, but I will touch upon pertinent issues in these guides. There has been no change for jailbreakers. Unc0vir's jailbreak is limited to iOS 14.3 and Chekra1n's iOS 14 jailbreak is restricted to Apple devices running A9X chipsets. The big news 24 hours after release is the performance issues seen in iOS 14.5.1 appear to have been solved in iOS 14.6. Apple never acknowledged this problem in the first place, so there's no fix listed in the official release notes, but if you are affected, upgrading looks a pretty good bet. There's more good news too because very few bugs have been reported in iOS 14.6 so far. Those already suffering from CarPlay issues still are, and bugs are also still being reported in Apple Podcasts app. It has suffered a lot of issues since its redesign in iOS 14.5. There are isolated reports of increased battery drain and heat buildup, but nothing to be concerned about at this stage. Apple's iOS 14.6 release notes are as follows. This release also fixes the following issues. The big news here is the addition of Apple Card Family and podcast subscription support. Both had been eagerly awaited, and while Apple Card Family appears to be working well, the Podcasts app remains buggy. Dig a little deeper, however, and the primary reason to upgrade to iOS 14.6 is for security. Head to Apple's official security page and you will find the listing for iOS 14.6 and iPadOS 14.6 lists a massive 43 security patches. None of these are zero-day breaches, meaning they are not being actively exploited in the wild, but nevertheless the unusually long list includes vulnerabilities in audio, mail, WebKit, Safari's browser engine, and Wi-Fi. Apple iOS 14.6 verdict. Upgrade as always. Cautious users will want to wait for my final verdict, which I always deliver after 1 week. For everyone else, the combination of new features, minimal early bug reports and the long list of patches security vulnerabilities means I would advise you upgrade as a matter of priority.